All right, let's go. We got a tremendous men's soccer CACC matchup here today at Lemoy Field on the campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. It is the number 2 seed, Luca Dottoli and the Post University Eagles, hosting the number 4 seed in the CACC, Diego Guzman, and the Jefferson Rams. And with that, we say hello and welcome upstairs inside to the broadcast booth. Griffin Cass on hand. Massive game here today between the Eagles and the Rams, as you heard in the open. Number 2 seed Eagles, number 4 seed Rams, with nearly identical records in the CACC. Eagles 3-0-2 in conference, the Rams 3-1-1 in CACC play. Including today, only 6 games remain here in the 2024 regular season for the Eagles. Could be a playoff preview here between the Rams and the Eagles. Head coach for the Eagles, none other than Ted Haley in his 20th season. And head coach for the Rams, it is Jason Roca in his first season. At the end of today's match, could be a lot of shuffling in the CACC standings. Again, Eagles currently the number 2 seed in the standings, 3-0-2 CACC record, 5-3-3 overall record. Jefferson 3-1-1 CACC record, and an 7-2-2 overall record. Eagles played on Tuesday, Rams played on Wednesday. Eagles beat Bloomfield here at Lemoy Field on Tuesday 2-0. Jefferson lost at Queens on Wednesday 2-0. Georgian Court currently the number 1 seed in the CACC. They are 5-1 in conference. Caldwell, Jefferson, Felician, all with 3-1-1 records in the CACC. So again, just so much at stake here today between Jefferson and Post. As we take a look at who is in net here for the Eagles, Ricardo Morano, who has gotten the start in the last several games. After the Eagles went 1-2-1 overall, Ted Haley made the switch from Leopold Dufont to Morano, and has proved to be a good decision for the Eagles. Taking a look at Morano's numbers on the year, a save percentage of 76.3, 9 goals allowed, 29 saves for the graduate student from Spain. And as we take a look at who is in net for the Rams, John Nelson, who has played in all 11 matches thus far. An excellent save percentage of 80.4, 10 goals allowed, 41 saves. Eagles in the white uniforms, they will start with it first. Rams are in the dark blue uniforms. And off we go. 19th all-time matchup between the Eagles and the Rams. Eagles 11-6-1 all-time against Jefferson. They've won the last 4 meetings, and in fact, in all 4 of those meetings, they shut out the Rams. Someone to keep an eye out for Jefferson, number 30, Diego Guzman, second in the conference in goals at 8 on the year. Again, Eagles, they started the season 1-2-1 overall, the 5-time defending CACC champs on an unprecedented run, eyeing their 6th consecutive title here in 2024. The season started out looking bleak in the first 4 games, but they've really turned things around as of late. Again, back-to-back conference wins over Goldie Beacom on October 5th, and then on Tuesday they defeated Bloomfield right here at Lemoy Field 2-0. Still undefeated here in CACC play, but a big-time matchup here against the Rams. Could definitely shift things in the conference standings at the conclusion of this match. Again, Griffin Cass on hand. So glad you're with us. Beautiful Saturday afternoon here at Lemoy Field. Temperatures in the mid-70s. A pretty fierce wind. Not too many clouds in the sky. A sunny day here in the middle of October. Again, including today's match, 6 games remain in the 2024 regular season. So if there's a time to hit your stride, it's right now heading into the playoffs. Again, Eagles eyeing their 6th consecutive conference Liam Stielja. Over to Diego Guzman. Got to keep him in check if you are the Eagles. Again, 8 goals on the season for Guzman, second in the conference. And some stellar defense there by Santiago Palacios with the takeaway. Simon Hemler receives the pass far side at midfield. Hemler sends a nice ball towards the 18-yard box, deflected there by Imran Sakaja. And Guzman with it near side. Taps it. David Bowman ahead. And some stellar defense here by one of the 2 captains for the Eagles, Felix Nassen. Dottoli was looking for a foul there from the official. Officials thought it was clean there with Guzman attacking. Eagles 1-1-2 here at Lemoy Field on the year. Jefferson 2-1-2 on the road this season, and they'll have a throw in here on the near side. Matty Harmon, the graduate student, will toss in. Eagles 5-3-3 again overall in the year, but they've only scored 13 goals and their opponents have scored 20. Eagles have totaled 40 points on the year. Their opponents have totaled 57. That one hit out of play there by Nassen, and a throw in here for Jefferson. Jefferson defense this year has been outstanding, only allowing 10 goals throughout the entire season, half of what the Eagles have allowed. And they've totaled 29. And Guzman with 8 of those 29 goals. They've totaled 75 points, allowed 30 to their opponents on the year. Certainly going to be a fun coaching battle here between the seasoned veteran Ted Haley in his 20th season, picked up his 200th win here at Post this season when they played at Wilmington on the 21st of September. And then you have Jason Roca in his first year. The old saying, the rookie and the vet. Should be a good game of chess here between these 2 coaches. In a big-time CACC matchup, possible playoff preview. So glad you're with us here at Lemoy Field on this Saturday afternoon. Kicked out of play there by the Eagles. Throw in here for Jefferson, far side.
Yes, Diego. Now we get the shape. Nice, Shawnee. Be ready, Imran. Be ready.
Palacios, Nassen, Silva working together. Ted Haley preaching patience from the sidelines. The 2 captains working together. Felipe Garcia, Felix Nassen. Garcia with it, number 4 in whites. Looks to send the long ball, does send the long ball over to Mark Bayart, who leads Palacios. Palacios crossing, deflected. That right there, part of why Jefferson has only allowed 10 goals to their opponents throughout 11 games. This is both teams' 12th game of the season. And we got our first foul of the game right there, coming against Gabe Paz, the graduate student midfielder from Mays Landing, New Jersey, with the first foul. Paz 9th in the conference in goals this season with 5. Stelia has that nearly taken away there from Dottoli. Dottoli feed towards the middle. The 6'3" freshman, Len Fliss, chiseling, couldn't get a shot on net there. Nice tackle from Hemler, and the Eagles stay with it. Sosa feeds it to Tolley. In a straight jacket there. No foul. Tolley frustrated. Two fouls here on Jefferson to start. Eagles with the backs here working together. Garcia and Nassen, the two captains. Playing a little catch here in the backfield. Nassen looking to send the long ball, sends the long ball, intended for Sosa downfield. Sosa the header. Charging in is Lucas Glade, and he cannot get his foot properly on the ball right there. And they work ahead. Jefferson, nice feed towards the 18-yard box. Guzman is dangerous, and Morano scoops it up. And we have Felipe Garcia down on the turf with 36:25 remaining in this first half, helped up by his keeper. So Garcia will walk on his own power off of the field. In his place is number 40, Ricardo DiVincenzo. Typically wears number 22, and the white jersey is wearing number 40. And we resume play. Nearly 9 minutes gone here in this first half. Jefferson and Post. Post, the number 2 seed in the CACC, just by a very small margin. Jefferson, the number 4 seed in the CACC. Only 6 games remain, including today's match in the 2024 regular season for the Eagles. Massive game here today, just cannot be understated. Can put you in a prime time position as we are nearing the postseason here with a win here today, as that one will go out of bounds. Last touch by Fliss. And it'll be a John Nelson goal kick here. Eagles showing to press up. Line drive kick towards midfield. Eagles intercept it. Silva kicks it over to Palacios here. Midfield, near side, works it back to Nassen. DiVincenzo with a long ball. Stielia breaks it up, goes out of play. Hemler lets it go out of play. And an Eagle throw in far side in the corner. Simon Hemler to toss in. The junior midfielder. Burst of speed, far sideline. I believe that was Gabe Paz for Jefferson. And the Eagles take it away to Tolley. Surveying. We'll go back to Nassen. Tolley with 7 points on the year. The leader here for the Eagles, a graduate student. Now it is Lucas Glade at midfield. Hemler, far side. To Tolley, back to DiVincenzo. Nelson. Long ball. By Art. Had a goal against Bloomfield on Tuesday. Couldn't settle it down. Nice play there from number 8, Sean Stackhouse. And Sakaja will boot it downfield. Harmon and Glede grappling. Harmon with a burst of speed. A nice move. Gabe Paz with it. Crosses one. Palacios headers it with the clear. Harmon, cross. Vacuumed in. Morano. Under 33 minutes remaining in this first half. Two fouls committed by Jefferson, one by Post. Last matchup between these two programs was November 10th, 2023. Foul on Jefferson. Eagles won in 2023, 5-0. Third foul committed by Jefferson. Dottoli draws the foul. Dottoli, nice ball. And DiVincenzo is clearly trying to header that one in and just couldn't break free. Goal kick here for Nelson. Sakaja, line drive kick, intercepted. Silva. Glede, fouled. Jason Roca not happy with the foul there committed by number 15, David Bullman, the senior from Germany. Free kick, middle of the pitch. Near the 18-yard box, Silva, Dottoli, or DiVincenzo will take it. It'll be Dottoli. Deflected. Dottoli. Sosa, far sideline. Crosses one. It is intercepted. Guzman. Leads El Hendawi. And DiVincenzo boots it. It stays in the field. The wind kept that in. By Art, tackled. Harmon with a nice play, and he'll kick that one out of play. Eagles throwing near side. It'll be Palacios to trigger. By Art, trapped, kicks it off of Guzman. Fliss the box out. Sakaja with a nice kick out of play, and we will have our first corner of the match. 29.5 remaining. It'll be Bayard to take it. Bayard and Sosa typically the ones to take corners for these Eagles. Bayard bends one in, headered out of the box. El Hendawi, number 21 for Jefferson with a beautiful play. Bayard tries to cross one and it's deflected by Harmon. Palacios toss in, Fliss boxing outs. Fliss tripped up. Stays in play. No foul. Eagles wanting one. Guzman looking to clear. Eagles with some nice pressure, and the clear there by Mateo Infante. Excellent play there by Liam Stielia. Kicking off of Hemler, and it'll be a Jefferson throw in far side. Official having a word with freshman forward Len Fliss. Four fouls called on Jefferson, one called on Post. Guzman checked from behind. No, Paz checked from behind by Fliss, and a clear foul. Official right there to make the judgment. Second foul on the Eagles. Gabe Paz takes the corner. Headered out of play by DiVincenzo. Felipe Garcia still on that Eagles bench. Matty Harmon will trigger in here, throw in near side. Looking for El Hendawi, who's boxing out Nassen. Detoli able to keep it in play. Nice movement here from the Eagles. And Fliss sends it down the pitch. Nelson kicks it out of play. 26-25 remaining in this first half. No score, Eagles-Rams. 2-seed Eagles, 4-seed Rams. Nearly identical records in CACC play. Eagles 3 wins, 0 losses, 2 ties. Rams 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Lots of shifting in the standings at the conclusion of this game. Possible playoff preview here at Lemoy Field. So glad you're with us here on this Saturday afternoon in the middle of October. Beautiful day for some soccer. Temperatures in the mid-70s. A breeze. And very sunny. Stackhouse. DiVincenzo line drive, ball downfield. Nelson controls it and picks it up. Tosses the outlet here to Harmon. DiVincenzo. Nassen. Accelerating, feeding. Detoli, push in the back. Five fouls now called on Jefferson. Coming up on 24 minutes remaining in this first half. Jason Roca did not like the foul called on his Rams. Thought it was a possible sell job there by Detoli. Silva bends it to the back post, headed out of the box. Sosa tracks it down. Crosses one. Palacios is there. And his cross unsuccessful. It goes out of play. Last touch by Guzman. And a throw in for the Eagles in the near corner. Halfway through this first half, no shots on goal for either team. 5 fouls committed by Jefferson, 2 fouls committed by the Eagles. This is what we were expecting here coming into this matchup. 2 top-tier teams in the CACC, going to be very stingy, hard to exploit space here. Eagles, a 5-time defending CACC champs, eyeing their 6th consecutive title here in 2024. First 4 games were not looking good in the Eagles' favor. 1-2-1 overall, but they've really turned things around now. 5-3-3 overall, and 3-0-2 in conference. Jefferson with an excellent overall record of 7-2-2, 3-1-1 in conference. Few Rams, few Eagles getting loose on their respective sidelines. Palacios, nice ball from Nassen. Tracks it down to the 18-yard box. Tough cross. Matty Harmon all over him. And nice play there from Bayard, who had a goal, the first goal against Bloomfield in the second half on Tuesday. Dotoli with it near side. Leader in points here for the Eagles with 7 on the year. The grad student crosses one. He's got Hemler on the far side. The header there by Cielia. Hemler, cross. Doesn't have anyone there. It's Harmon with the header. El Hendawi and Dotoli grappling. Foot race between Palacios and Guzman. Morano taps it. Nice play to Nassen. Again, it's homecoming weekend. We got a very nice crowd on hand here.
Why is he receiving the ball, Mo? PJ, let's go.
Jason Roca in his first year, not happy with his Rams here to start. Nassen, patient. He'll go back to Silva, who will go to the far side for DiVincenzo. Palacios is just creeping here on this near sideline. And it goes out of play. Last touch by the Eagles, a throw-in for Jefferson, far side. Get a substitution in here for Jefferson. TJ Hibbsman. 3rd on the team in points with 11 on the year. 4 goals, 3 assists. Subs in for Mohamed El Hendawi. Fliss. Long stride, 6'3" freshman from Germany. Fees Bayard. Bayard carving. Nice tackle. Fliss trying to maneuver, and he's met by multiple Rams. Palacios, a beautiful cross. The header is off right. Fliss and Sosa tried to header that one in. Sosa got his head on it. We're under 19 minutes to play in this first half. Paz battling with Palacios, goes out of play. Last touch by number 10 in blue. A little bit of a complaint here from the Jefferson coaching staff. They were saying that Palacios is drifting off of the field here on the near sideline. The official had a word with him. Palacios trying to be a little sneaky there, hiding on that near sideline, and is right in front of the coaching staff here for Jefferson. They sniffed him out to the officials. 17 and a half remaining in this first half, 0-0. Total shots post 1, Jefferson 0. Shots on goal 0-0. Fouls, definitely something that we expected heading into this matchup. Two premier clubs here in the CACC going to be very stingy. Hard to create anything offensively. Which team will slip up as the game progresses is the question.
Marco, can we keep it a little bit more? Keep it.
In some of these really close matches with two even very good squads, you see sometimes a penalty in the 18-yard box resulting in a penalty kick. These teams just so sharp at midfield, so sharp on both sides of the ball, and then it'll get physical in the box. And that sometimes is the case where a foul is committed in the box, resulting in a PK. We'll see if that possibly develops here in this match. 16-15 remaining in this first half. Again, not much has been generated offensively by both of these squads. Only one total shot, no shots on goal for both squads. Stielia and Himmler physical on that far corner. And it'll go to Morano with 15:35 remaining in the first half. Ted Haley having a conversation with one of our officials.
Standing off the field already. Standing off the field again. Standing off the field.
Palacios off of the pitch. The Jefferson coaching staff not happy with him. Palacios, long ball for Fliss, header out of play. The coaching staff here for Jefferson saying that it should be a yellow card against Palacios for being off of the pitch. Here's a nice cross, lofted to the near corner. Paz is there for Jefferson, and Palacios with a gorgeous play kicks it right off of him. Luis Rodriguez, the graduate midfielder from Portugal, subs in for Fliss on the Eagle side. Get some substitutions ready to come in here for Jefferson. Palacios throws in for Nassen. Gianluca Calvosa and Tommy Harmon getting set to sub in. Tommy Harmon, the younger brother of Maddie Harmon. So we'll see some siblings out on the pitch, bearing that one of the two subs here coming in for Jefferson does not take out number 3 for the Rams. Nassen header. Jefferson wanted a foul, and they get a foul on Nassen. Ted Haley telling the official that is not a foul. Starting to get a little physical. Intensity starting to pick up. We should see a lot of it in the second half, with desperation picking up in that second half, especially if the score heads into halftime at 0-0. Stackhouse and Paz right near the ball. It appears that Stackhouse will take the free kick. Clock running, coming up on 12 minutes remaining in this first half. Stackhouse to the far post. Headered out there by DiVincenzo, I believe. And Hibsman will let it roll out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Jefferson as Harmon and Calvosa will sub in here for the Rams. Infante and Bullman sub out. So we have Tommy Harmon and Maddie Harmon out on the pitch together for Jefferson. Stackhouse taps it. Calvosa looking to make an immediate impact. Maddie Harmon to the back post, headed out there momentarily by Hemler. Guzman tried the bicycle kick. Still no shots on goal for either squad. Total shots, post 1, Jefferson 0, corners 1-0 post, fouls 5-3 Jefferson. Those are our first half stats thus far, as we are under 11 minutes remaining in this first half. The Eagles 5-time defending CACC champs, eyeing their 6th consecutive title, currently the number 2 seed in the conference. If Jefferson wins this, they will certainly move up, as both of these squads have 3 wins in conference. Eagles have 0 losses. Jefferson has 1 loss in conference and 1 tie. Eagles have 2 ties. So Jefferson right on the heels of the Eagles here. If the Eagles win, they will not move up, but they will certainly protect themselves in that number 2 seed in conference. Hemler shoots and it's saved. Stackhouse up ahead. Nassen intercepts. Back and forth, super competitive first half thus far with 9:22 to play. 2 seed Eagles in the CACC, 4 seed Jefferson in the CACC. Nice feed by Arts. He's got Glade. Glade lost his footing. And it is a clean play. Harmon running. Paz right behind him. Paz crosses it. Guzman, head of speed, feed. Harmon shoots, saved. First shot on goal there for Jefferson. Finally able to create something offensively. Morano with a gorgeous save, and it stays 0-0. 8:35 remaining in this first half. Sosa. Feed down the pitch. Palacios chugging on this near sideline. Matty Harmon the interception and works it back to the keeper, Nelson. Dangerous pass, and it is kicked out of play. Under 8 to play in this first half. Palacios throwing near side. Last touch Sosa, goal kick Nelson. Miles Hood, the sophomore from Newark, Delaware, subs in for the first time. Started against Chestnut Hill in the 0-0 tie on October 2nd. Hood has played in all 11 games, appearing in his 12th game here this season for the Rams as Sean Stackhouse subs out. Sakaja. Feed downfield. Morano has got it. Settles it down with his foot. 6:42 remaining in this first half. Dottoli receives the pass. Dottoli looking for Palacios, not on the same page. And it goes out of play. Hood works it back to Paz. Paz pass was fielded there by Calvosa. It goes to Hibsman, a tackle. And a clean tackle, the official says, by Palacios. Hibsman wanted a foul there. DiVincenzo with it. Near midfield. Taps it to Dottoli. Back to DiVincenzo. Surveying. Feeding. Dottoli. Eagles working the space here. Patient. Long ball is sent. Intended for Bayart. Foot race with Bayart. Bayart will shoot. Save! Nelson! Nice opportunity there from the Eagles. Nelson right there to make the save. Bayart, a clear opportunity for another goal in back-to-back games. Had the first goal against Bloomfield in that second half on Tuesday. So shot on goal for both squads. 3 total shots for Post, 1 total shot for Jefferson. Coming up on 4 minutes of play in this first half. Miscommunication, Harmon and Guzman, turnover, throw in, Eagles far side. Sosa wanted to go to Bayart here on the near side. He will work it back to the backs here. Silva taps it, DiVincenzo, midfield. Eagles doing a nice job of exploiting the space here. Nassen accelerates. Long ball sent. Hemler trying to track it down. Stielia is there for Jefferson. The bicycle kick out of play. Fabian Ernst subs in here for the Eagles. Rob Arneson and Paul Nidioglo subs in for Jefferson with 2:50 to play here in the first half. Sosa weaving. Kicking out of bounds.
30. Yeah, 30. Confirmed. And then nothing happened after that.
Coming up on 2 minutes to play in this first half. Jefferson in post. Huge matchup here at LaBoy Field. Nearly identical CACC records. Eagles 3-0-2. 5-time defending conference champions, eyeing their 6th consecutive title on an unprecedented run. Jefferson 4th seed in the CACC. 3-1-1. Identical conference records with Felician and Caldwell. Felician with 8 overall wins. Jefferson with 7 overall wins. That's why Felician is the number 3 seed. As we are coming up on a minute to play in this first half. First corner of the match here for Jefferson. Miles Hood, number 2, will take it. With 65 seconds remaining in this first half.
1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute.
Hood bends it in. Deflected, I believe. Morano got his hands on that. Hood retrieves. Stielia boots it. Morano comes out of the 6-yard box to catch it. And we have 40 seconds to play in this first half. Morano throws it like a pitcher on the mound over to the far side.
Hey, Maddie, just be aware, right? Just be aware. Shake's fine.
15 seconds remaining in the first half. Long ball sent downfield for Ernst.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Fourth foul committed there by Post, and that is going to take us to the end of the first half.
1-0.
We head to halftime with the score all evened up at 0 apiece. We got a good one for you here at Lemoy Field. 2nd seed in the CACC Eagles, 4th seed in the CACC Rams. Second half coming your way next after halftime.
We're here with our 2024-2025 Women's Ice Hockey Media Day, and we're joined by Karis Keel and Rowan Ringer, 2 of the newcomers on this year's team. Guys, what brought you guys specifically to Post from Canada?
I came here really for the hockey.
I came here for the hockey as well, and then the culture when we visited was really good and friendly, so that was nice.
And then kind of going off of that, Karis, how has the team welcomed you to Post? I know they've been doing a lot of team bonding stuff early on, but how have they kind of welcomed you in these first few weeks?
It's been really good. They've taught us all of the ropes and gave us all of the tricks and tips around campus, so that's been really nice, getting to know them all.
And then, Rowan, for you, how do you continue to elevate your game from what you did at Balmoral Hall?
Nothing's too big of a change, but obviously the collegiate level is a lot faster and more fast-paced, especially thinking-wise. So it's just adjusting to that has been a change, but yeah, so far so good.
In general, what do you guys think that this team can do this year, even though you're kind of just learning it? You've only had 2 practices on the ice when we're filming this. What do you think they can do this year?
Win.
Yes, I'm hoping we can win too. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of hard work and practice, but we're just getting started, so it's looking good so far.
We're here with Sejal Desai, one of the senior defensemen on the women's ice hockey team. Sejal, last year, one of your best years offensively, 4 goals, 2 assists, and defensively you had a record 63 block shots. What helped with that jump?
I think ultimately what helped was really the team atmosphere and the trajectory that we were all going in. We came in with our second year with Coach Silverman knowing the expectations and knowing what our goals were as a team. And it really wasn't about me and my success. It was about the success of the team first. And I think everything that the girls around me did are really what pushed me to succeed.
Talk about how you continue to be a two-way threat on both sides of the puck this year, offensively and defensively.
I think just taking it day by day, showing up to practice every day, giving it 110% and continuing to take the opportunities where they present themselves.
And then finally, this is your 3rd coach since you've been here. You got Coach Bingham, who just came in. What are your thoughts in the early days working with him? What do you think this team can do this year?
I think our team is going to find an immense amount of success. We're really excited to have him. So far, practices have been really focused on high intensity, which I think we're all really excited for. The compete's been up, the drive has been up, and we're just excited to get the ball rolling.
And then finally, I wanted to ask you, too, because you were a part of it last year, the first win in playoff history for the program. What did that mean to you and to be a part of the team that did that?
So coming to Post, we knew that we were going to be part of a growing program. Our ultimate goal was to just find a little bit of success every year and get 1% better every day. So that win was huge for all of us. It was huge for where this program is headed, for the classes below us, and for the seniors. Just really, really rewarding to see all the hard work pay off.
We're here with sophomore forward Macy Peterson, entering her 2nd year with the team. Macy, last year, 2 goals in your first 8 collegiate games, 5 overall. How do you continue to improve offensively this year?
I think that I'm just going to keep trying hard and driving the net and getting good quality shots on net.
Coming into your 2nd year, new coach, Coach Bingham here. What do you most look forward to with this team this year?
I'm excited just for new plays, new lines. Just excited overall that everything's new and new start.
And then finally, you were part of a historic playoff win last year, the first ever in post-university history in the New Hot tournament. What did that mean to you, or what did that mean to the team to be a part of that?
I think it was really exciting just that I got to be a part of it and know that we're capable of things like that and could just keep growing.
We're here with goalie Hannah Saunders. Hannah, last year you set 3 season records, which we talked off camera you didn't know you set. The goals against average, 2.91 per game, 2 shutouts, which tied the record, and then the highest save percentage in program history for a single season at .929. You're likely the first string goalie this year. What's the key for your success last year and this year?
I think the biggest thing for me was consistency. Just focusing on the little things, and with such an amazing team in front of me, it was pretty easy. And I think the biggest thing for us is to have fun and just do what we do best and just kind of go every single game with that same intensity.
You had 62 saves in that Game 2 victory in the New Hot tournament last year against St. Anselm. What was the key to that game, and what did it mean to be a part of a historic first playoff win here at Post?
It was unreal. Honestly, thinking back, it's still surreal to me. It was just such a good momentum. We right off the bat knew what we were trying to achieve, and I honestly can't even recall. It kind of just it becomes a blur once you're out there, and we're just working as one unit, and it was just incredible. And at the end, I just remember looking up and actually not believing that we had won and achieved it. And it's just obviously the picture we have, it's my favorite ever. We're all just hugging, and just shows how hard we've been working to get stuff like that achieved. So it was a huge moment, and I hope we can make some more stuff happen like that this year.
Yeah, that banner's hanging in the weight room now, too. But you also, I think in that game, if I'm not mistaken, you hadn't played in 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
And what was it like having to now get into a win-or-go-home playoff game like that and then do that?
It was crazy. I mean, unfortunately, I did get sick. That's why I wasn't playing for quite a while. But I have such immense trust for all my teammates, so I wasn't really thinking about what I've missed. It was just being able to be a part of it again and just like giving my all and just having them and knowing I had that support on the ice no matter what. It just kept me going.
And then this team is on an upward trajectory, obviously, with last year's momentum that they built. New coach and Coach Bingham this year. What are you excited about working with him, and what do you think this team can do this year?
Right now, the intensity has been great. We've been practicing a bunch, and it's been going really good. We're all set. We've got goals to achieve. It's, again, just the little things we can do to get better every single time, and just, as you said, just working upwards for everything we can achieve success-wise. Just also as a team, little things, just bonding together and making things happen.
We're here with first-year head coach Pat Bingham as we round out our post-women's ice hockey media day for the year. Coach, first year here, what brought you back to Connecticut and Post University and specifically?
Well, it's exactly it. It was Post. I saw that there was an opening for the position, and I called my people. I used to live here, so I called my friend Howard Safan, who owns the rinks here in Shelton, and he said the people at Post were great, and if I wanted an introduction, he would provide that, which he did, and just so impressed with the school, the athletic department, and then even part of my eventual job application. I met a panel of the girls. I think there were 6 girls on this panel, and I was just so impressed with their maturity and their intelligence and just their desire to play at the highest level possible. I was sold at the end of the interview process. I was just like, I hope they select me because I really want to be here.
And then you've been here only for a few weeks on campus, but what's it been like getting introduced to the girls and getting things started, even though you guys don't get on the ice till next week?
Well, we have been on the ice for 2 practices this week, but yeah, it was difficult for me because I like to just get after it. I've got some experience under my belt at higher levels, and I think I've watched the video of the team, and I think there's some nice pieces and players to work with. So you want to get on the ice and you want to get to work. So it was like hurry up and wait. So there was a whole process, and it's still happening for me, like an onboarding. And this is new for me at a university, and learning the ins and outs of how everything works on campus and compliance issues and all this other kind of stuff. But the first thing I did when I accepted the job was within a week I called every single player, and we had extensive talks. It was the off season, so it could be pretty low key. So we got to know each other on a personal basis. I tried to share my journey and my life story and why I was their new coach, and I did my best to get to know them and their personalities and their experience from last year. We've been on the ice, like I said, 2 times this week, and the girls have responded great in terms of new coach, new terminology, definitely new pace. Like, we're trying to get them to another pace, another level. The previous coach and the athletic department has done a terrific job where the trajectory is on the uptick, the way I see it, and the girls are excited too. So it's a fun environment to be in.
And talking about excitement, what are you most excited about heading into your first year here?
That's a great question. There's so many things. Just to get up out of bed every morning and go to the rink and be a Division I college coach, and then be in a beautiful area like in Connecticut here, and the campus is beautiful, and to work with young people who are passionate about their sport and education, all that stuff. So for me, it's just like such a growth experience and life experience to do my best to impart. It might start out with my vision as the coach of how we want to play, but ultimately I want to coach them up and push them to new levels, and then basically hand over the ownership of how we operate every day to these players. And I think they're ready for it. They're, like I mentioned before, they're a very impressive group. Their collective GPA, their individual GPA, these are all things that I was so impressed with. So just so much to be excited for, and the opportunity for growth.
Talk a little about too, what it comes to with your coaching philosophy and the culture you kind of want to instill here now that you're here at Post.
Yeah, the first thing that comes to mind is gratitude. Just just for everybody to have an attitude of gratitude is so important to me. Especially at this stage of my life and of my career. I'm a career coach. I've been doing this for over 25 years now, coaching at various levels. And, I just want to impart on the players and the staff, for that matter, just what to be grateful for every day. I mean, we have our health, and when we do, that's a blessing. And, these kids are all young, and they've got their futures in front of them. They get to play the sport that they love and be on a team and compete at this extremely high level. So, as far as that goes, that's the first thing that comes to mind. And then the on-ice piece, I just think pace. Like I used to coach at the American League level for the New York Islanders farm team, and we're trying to get those players ready to play in the NHL. And things that I learned at that level, I truly believe this, that the kids at this level can do those things. I mean, they're smart enough, and they're mature enough, and they're good enough athletes to do all those things. So I just want to bring that level of pace, system, structure, intensity to our team and see what they can gravitate to, see what their ceiling is. I believe that they can do all those things, like I said. So, pace, structure, systems, accountability, and fun. Those are the things that I think, as far as a culture and speaking in general terms, we want to come to the rink every day with gratitude and high energy and play with pace.
And then finally, obviously early days, only 2 practices, and you've seen some film, obviously, of the team, but what do you think this team is capable of doing in the Newhock Conference this year?
Well, I'm from a mindset, I'm a process kind of guy. Like, in terms of results, I don't really have a ceiling, because why say we're going to win 15 games if we can win 20 games? So I don't really want to put a number on it, but I do have a growth mindset, and I think that I think we can pull the athlete out of these kids. They were obviously committed by the previous coaching staff because of something they saw that separated them from their peers. So I know we're dealing with some good athletes. I mentioned that they're smart and they're great kids. So I can just see us, continually getting better, like constant improvement, being at your best every day. And we'll see where the chips fall in terms of wins and losses. But, I have a history of taking over a team or a club and then doing my best to identify strengths and weaknesses and how to put players in the best positions to succeed and to also work collectively. So I'm excited about trying to figure that out every day. It gets me out of bed. It's exciting to try to figure out like how we can be better, and line combinations and style of play, systems and that kind of thing. So I don't want to put a number on it, but I'm very optimistic.
Head coach Pat Bingham in his first year with Post University women's ice hockey. The team kicks off their season next month at St. Thomas.
All righty, welcome you back to Lemoy Field. Halftime is over, and it's time for the start of the second half between the Eagles and the Rams. As we welcome you back inside to the broadcast booth, Griffin Cass on hand. Let's take a look at our first half stats. Not a whole lot to look at here. 3 total shots for Post, 1 total shot for that 1 shot by Jefferson was on goal, so it's 1-1 in shots on goal. Corners 1-1, 5-4 in fouls. Jefferson. John Nelson made 2 saves in that first half. Ricardo Morano made 1 outstanding save for the Eagles. Big time matchup here, Post and Jefferson. Eagles, the number 2 seed in the CACC, the 5-time defending conference champions, eyeing their 6th consecutive CACC title here in 2024. Here in 2024. Jefferson, the number 4 seed in the CACC. Both of these squads have nearly identical. To be a fun second half with a lot on the line. After this match, only 5 games remain here in the regular season for Post. All 5 of those games, conference games. The season ends on November 7th. We are gearing up for the playoffs. Hard to believe. Jefferson will start with possession, and the second half is underway. This is the 19th all-time matchup between the Eagles and the Rams. Eagles 11-6-1 all-time against Jefferson. Last matchup was November 10th, 2023, where the Eagles won 5-0. Eagles have won the last 4 meetings against the Rams, and the Rams have not scored a goal in any of those 4 meetings. Again, it is homecoming weekend, so we got a nice crowd on hand. Lots of festivities happening in the parking lot behind the soccer pitch. Eagles will also not be home at Lemoy Field until November 2nd. They have a 3-game road trip coming up. As that one is outside the 18-yard box, Rodriguez coming in trying to get a shot off, and we have an Eagle down on the field as play is continuing.
Hey, Diego! Start to you, too casual!
So able to get off of his feet. Eagles with their second corner kick of the match. They'll take it in the far corner. Here's the corner, goes to the back post. Sosa tries to jump up and elevate and could not header that one in, and he retrieves it here in the near corner. Silva. Pass wide right, looking for the back post. It goes out of play. Last touch by the graduate student, Maddie Harmon. And the Eagles with another corner here. 3rd corner of the match. That one is bent toward the middle, headered. Senatore with that header, number 39 in blue. David Bullman looking to clear it out of the 18-yard box. And a nice play there from Jefferson. Silva looking to box out, and he does. Nice smart play there. High IQ from Silva, boxing out Infante. But Silva's in a straitjacket there. He works it to the back. DiVincenzo. Again, a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in the middle of October. Temperatures in the mid-70s. A breeze, sunny, barely any clouds in the sky. Could not ask for a better day for a big-time soccer match here in the CACC. Byart, far side, cuts in, shoots, saved. Nelson scoops it up. John Nelson has played in all 12 games now for Jefferson, including today. Both of our keepers are both graduate students. Nelson from Overbrook Farms, Pennsylvania. Ricardo Morano in net for the Eagles from Madrid, Spain. Head coach here for Jefferson, Jason Roca, in his first year, a young head coach here for the Rams. Ted Haley, seasoned veteran for the Eagles, 20th season, picked up his 200th win at Wilmington on September 21st. Eagles on a dominant run. I mean, you could find all the adjectives for success here for the Eagles in the CACC. They've won the conference championship the last 5 seasons, eyeing their 6th consecutive conference title. The year did not start out too well here for the Eagles. 1-2-1 in the first 4 games, but they've really gotten things together. Back-to-back 2-0 wins against conference opponents. Bloomfield on Tuesday winning 2-0, and then at Goldie Beacom on the 5th of October winning 2-0 and looking for their 3rd consecutive CACC victory. This would be a big one here. Jefferson right on their heels in the conference standings. Eagles with a tough schedule ahead in the next few games. Again, they have Jefferson here today, who have won 7 overall games on the year. They have Caldwell on Wednesday. Caldwell is right behind Jefferson. They're also 3-1-1 in conference. And then they have Dominican on Tuesday, the 22nd. Dominican's not too good. They are at the bottom of the standings, 1-3-1. But the game after Dominican, as the ball is in the 18-yard box, Palacios able to kick it off of Guzman out of play. The game after Dominican on the 26th of October, the Eagles are playing the number 1 seed in the CAC Georgian Court at 5-1 in conference. So a little bit of a tough stretch here coming up for the Eagles. It all starts here today against Jefferson. 0-0 right now. We're under 39 minutes to play in regulation. 5 games remain after today's match here in the regular season. The Eagles looking to hit their stride at this part of the year. Would be a huge victory for their prospects in the standings and their overall confidence here today against the Rams. Nice interception, DiVincenzo. Physical, foul, called on El Hendawi. He does not like the call, and neither does Jason Roca. The sideline official made the call. That is 6 fouls now on the Rams. Again, Griffin Cass on hand, so glad you're with us here on a gorgeous, sunny Saturday afternoon here in the middle of October. Almost feels like summer here today with the temperatures in the mid-70s. DiVincenzo surveying, feeding, long ball, Hemler not there. Stielia is there for Jefferson, but it goes out of play. Last touch by the Rams. Hemler tosses in. Rodriguez did not start here in this one, but starting in the second half, works it back to Nassen, one of the 2 captains here. Felipe Garcia was injured in the first few minutes of the match, has not returned since hitting the turf. Sosa, shifty, firing, and scoring! 1-0 Eagles. Francisco Sosa. Big time goal, his 2nd of the year. And the Eagles strike with 37:21 remaining in regulation. 1-0 Eagles. Sosa was being worked on by the athletic training staff at halftime. Clearly looks healthy. And Sosa with his biggest goal of the season, his 2nd of the year. Jefferson working from behind now. Foul called on Jefferson. Jason Roca irate, saying that there was nothing there, and he's going to go talk to the sideline official. Francisco Sosa now 2 goals, 2 assists on the year, 6 points for the senior forward from Portugal. DiVincenzo, far side for Nasson. 36-20 remaining here in regulation. Nasson, a long ball intended for Sosa, just scored the goal for the Eagles. Batted out of play there by Nelson.
Let's go!
The backs working together here for Jefferson. Infante, feed it, far side. Harmon. Nelson is there to provide some stellar defense for the Eagles. Keeps it in play. Palacios looks to clear and does just that. And it goes off of Sakaja, number 23 in blue. We're under 35 minutes remaining in regulation. Can the Eagles hang on with a ton of time left to play? A 1-0 lead. Again, if you're just tuning in, Francisco Sosa with a goal with 37-21 remaining here in regulation. Sosa has it taken away. Gabe Paz, second on the team in points. Infante, the cross for Guzman, and a little over his head. Guzman, second in the conference in goals, looking to cross one. And it goes inside the box and outside the box. El Hendawi works it back. Paz, taking ankles. And he gets tripped up right there. Harmon firing, saved. Morano scoops it up and falls to the turf. And he'll just hang out there for a while before hopping back up on his feet. We're under 34 minutes remaining in regulation. Eagles with 3 shots on goal. Rams with 2 shots on goal. The wind has certainly settled down here. At pregame, it was ferocious. Morano boots it downfield. Stielia headers that one out of play, and a throw in here for post near side. Fliss. Shake and bake move. Fliss has it tapped out of play there by Sakaja. And it'll be an Eagles corner. This will be their 4th corner of the match. Sosa raises a hand, bends one to the back post. Stackhouse tried to move it upfield. Eagles right there. Now Silva crashes in and looks to work it backwards. Eagles patient. Playing it conservative here. We're under 32 minutes remaining in regulation. Eagles looking for a big time win. It would be their third consecutive conference win. And they are looking to stay undefeated in CACC play. The 5-time defending CAC champs, number 2 seed in the CACC, 3-0-2 in conference. Jefferson right on their tails with a 3-1-1 record in conference. The Eagles have won the last 4 meetings against Jefferson, looking for their 5th consecutive victory against Jefferson. And again, in all 4 of those matchups, Jefferson did not score a goal in any of the 4. Stielia sends a long ball. Cut off there by Nassen, and he taps it to Palacios far side. Palacios clears.
Liam, you have space. Take it. Dribble. Quick. Quick.
Nice ball movement there from Jefferson. Could not get the pass to Paz. And it goes to Morano. He'll pick it up. 29:45 remaining in regulation. A 1-0 lead here for the Eagles. Nassen looks to accelerate. Sends it downfield with a line drive boot. Bayard settles it down. Bayard, he's got Sosa ahead. Sosa, nice tackle. Senatore with a beautiful tackle to stop the momentum, but the 6'3" freshman Fliss here looking to take advantage. A lot of contact, no whistle. The Tolley pushed in the back and a foul called. 8 fouls now called against Jefferson, 8-5 in fouls. Palacios looks for Dottoli, and that is intercepted by Sakaja. Senatore. Sakaja looking to move it downfield, send it towards midfield. Silva, Dottoli. Nassen. Hemler's here on the near side. He sends it to Hemler. No rush for the Eagles, just playing it conservative, moving the ball around here. DiVincenzo crosses it. Nassen, dangerous. Silva is there for the Eagles. El Hendawi takes it away. Mohamed El Hendawi, David Bowman fires. Scooped up and saved by Morano. Nearing the midway point here in the second half. Eagles 10 minutes ago broke the seal with Francisco Sosa with a shake and bake move and putting it into the bottom left corner for his second goal of the year. And that's where we stand. Eagles 1, Rams 0. Intensity starting to pick up here with Jefferson down by 1. Physicality has certainly picked up. We see that very often in the second half. Both teams just feeling each other out in that first half, and then it is go time as soon as the second half starts. We're under 27 minutes to play. Situation not dire yet for Jefferson, but they need to start working quickly here on the offensive end and getting some good looks. Harmon, the header by Art, settles it down, had a goal against Bloomfield on Tuesday, feeds Palacios. Nice defense there. I believe that is Diego Guzman, who's second in the conference in goals. And the Eagles will have their 5th corner of the match. By Art will take it in the far corner. (3-3) in shots on goal. Total shots, Eagles 6. Jefferson 3. Detoli will take the corner to the back post. Didn't have anyone there. Nasson tracks it down outside of the box. Hemler. Silva. To the far corner, intended for Detoli. Headed out of play by Harmon. Toss in for the Eagles, far side. Senatore boots it downfield. Guzman pushed in the back. Foul called on Palacios, the official right there. Yeah, nice opportunity here for Jefferson. It was near the box. A little bit dangerous there for the Eagles. And they'll have the free kick a couple yards outside of the 18-yard box. Jefferson talking it over here, how they want to play this free kick. Coming up on 24 minutes remaining in regulation. Eagles lead at 1-0 in a tremendous big-time matchup here in the CACC in men's soccer. With the regular season winding down, only 5 games remain for the Eagles after the conclusion of this one. Nineteenth all-time matchup, Jefferson and Post. Eagles 11-6-1 all-time against the Rams. They've won the last 4 meetings. Stackhouse floats it in. Senatore looking to header as well as Bowman. And it seemed like they got in each other's way. Substitution, Tommy Harmon, the younger brother of Matty Harmon, subs in for Jefferson, and Lucas Gleed subs in for Post. Fliss will sub out for the Eagles. Bowman will sub out for the Rams. Midway through this second half, we have 23 more minutes to play. Eagles looking to hang on to a 1-0 lead and stay undefeated here in CACC play. Marano with a strong leg kicks it downfield. El Hendawi, nice feed, nice play. Nasson with a beautiful play and a nice tackle there from Infante. Guzman looking to put his fingerprints on this one. Feed towards the 6-yard box. El Hendawi back to Guzman. Guzman inside, nice tackle. Detoli with a beautiful tackle. The shot is wide right by Harmon. Goal kick here for Morano with 22 minutes to play. A 1-0 lead for the Eagles. Looking for their third consecutive conference win. Beat Goldie Beacom 2-0 on the 5th, and then their last match against Bloomfield 2-0 here on Tuesday. Nice tackle. Whistle called, and it's starting to get chippy. And a yellow card has been assessed, the first yellow of the match. Assessed on Francisco Sosa, I believe. The lone goal scorer here in this one. And the clock will stop at 21:33. Sarkaja, line drive kick downfield. El Hendawi is there, but Hemler is there for the Eagles. Sosa grappling. Nearly taken away. It is taken away. Sosa called for the foul, pleading his case. Official not wanting to give him a yellow here. Another yellow, and Sosa would be ejected. Clock stopped, 21:01 remaining in regulation. Medical staff not going to attend to Steelia. He hops up, back up on his feet, and appears to be okay. Fliss will sub out Sosa to gain his composure. Yeah, the officials... Or no, the coaching staff here for Jefferson saying that they cannot sub. So Sosa will have to come back in and Fliss will have to come back out. Ted Haley telling Sosa to control his emotions. Sarkaja with a nice ball towards the box. Headed out there by DiVincenzo, cleared by Sosa. Paz, nice feed and broken up by Art, kicks it out of play. Nice cross, caught. Morano dives on the turf. Seems like the coaching staff here for Jefferson starting to get a little irritated with Luca Dottoli. Clock stopped at 20:02. Pace is being held up here as Fliss subs in, Sosa subs out. Play resumes. We're under 20 minutes to play in regulation. Morano couldn't time that kick. And error there for the Eagles and the keeper. Throw in for Jefferson, far side. In a convenient spot to toss in. Senatore sends it. Nice header! Out of play. Tried to look for Guzman there. A nice pass. Put it in the perfect spot. Guzman just could not get his head on that properly. Nice movement from the Eagles. Dotoli kicks that up to the clouds. Harmon settles it down. Tommy Harmon here. Feed. Infante grappling with Fliss. Fliss shoves him down. And a foul. Physicality at a point where it has not been in that first half. A lot more prevalent here in the second half with the clock stopped at 18:35. And it will be a free kick here for Jefferson right outside of the 18-yard box. Paz and Stackhouse are there. It appears that Paz will take it. Paz. Feed towards the 6-yard box. Hemler couldn't clear it. Stackhouse coming in. Feed. Guzman shoots. Misses. Just a little off right. Morano sends it downfield. Morano will come out of the 6-yard box and scoop it up. We're under 18 minutes to play in regulation. Eagles looking to stay undefeated in conference play and get their 5th consecutive win over Jefferson. And their 3rd consecutive win against CACC opponents. 2-seed Eagles, 4-seed Rams. Regular season winding down here in 2024. The playoff push is on. Eagles, 5-time defending conference champions, eyeing their 6th consecutive CACC title. Under Ted Haley in his 20th season. Harmon crosses one. Senatore looks for El Hendawi. Guzman is there. Bayard clears. Harmon. El Hendawi, the header, tries to track it down. Hemler boots it out of play and is fouled by El Hendawi. 9th foul committed by Jefferson. 9 fouls committed by Post. As we take a look at the team stats here, total shots Jefferson 8, Post 6. Shots on goal 3-3. Corners 5-1 Eagles. Yellow cards 1 for Post, 0 for Jefferson, and a 1-0 lead for Post. That was Francisco Sosa 20 minutes ago early in the second half with his 2nd goal of the year. Just outside the 18-yard box, putting in the bottom left corner. DiVincenzo is there for Posts, and he kicks that downfield. Dotoli there for the Eagles. Dotoli back to Silva. Shares it, Palacios far side, and the clear. Hemler hits the deck. And the clock is going to be stopped at 15:51 with the injured Eagle. Athletic training staff will attend to Hemler, the senior midfielder from Germany. Ricardo Sanguino, the sophomore forward from East Hartford, Connecticut, getting set to sub in here for a Post. Hemler will walk off. Nice pressure here from Jefferson. Harmon crosses it. Palacios and Guzman will battle. And Palacios kicks it off of Guzman, and it'll be an Eagles throw in far side. Last touch by Jefferson. Under 15 minutes remaining in regulation. Eagles throw, Palacios tosses it in to Nassen. Time is on the Eagles side. Have to play conservative. Rodriguez trying to get out of the straitjacket there. He's tripped up. No foul. Clean play. And a substitution in here. TJ Hibbsman. Third on the team in points this year, will sub in for El Hendawi. Hibbsman the header, but it goes to Nassen, and he kicks it to midfield for Fliss. Fliss pushed in the back. Foul. Called on Senatore. Coming up on 14 minutes remaining in regulation. DiVincenzo boots it downfield to the far corner. Miles Hood is there for Jefferson. Settles it down with Guzman. Guzman ahead, and Fante. It's intercepted by Hemmler. And he turns it right back over to Harmon. Jefferson moving with some numbers. Excellent hustle there by Silva, and the clear by Bayard. 13:25 remaining in regulation. Senatore will try one, and the field goal is good. Goal kick for Morano. Coming up on 13 minutes remaining in regulation, a 1-0 lead for the Eagles, clinging on to what would be a huge victory here with only 5 more matches remaining here in the regular season. The 5-time defending conference champions, Eagles, starting to hit their stride here in 2024. Back-to-back conference wins against Bloomfield and Goldie Beacom in the previous 2 matches. And this one would just be a huge victory over the number 4 seed in the conference, Jefferson Rams. Sakaja sent it downfield. The leaping Hibbsman couldn't get his body on it. Fighting for it. Paz feeding. Guzman didn't have a clean look. And that is kicked out of play by one of the 2 captains here for the Eagles, Nassen. We are coming up on 12 minutes to play. The throw-in in for Guzman. He is in a nest of defenders there. Dotoli the takeaway. Dotoli in that far corner. Goes out of play. Last touch. Luis Rodriguez will sub out. Francisco Sosa, who scored the lone goal here in this one, with 37 minutes remaining in regulation, will sub in. Being Eagles throw-in in the far corner. Clock is stopped at 12:06. And we resume play with Palacios tossing in. Miles Hood will throw in far side. DiVincenzo, a beautiful clear. Fliss is tracking. Fliss with the steal. Fliss one-on-one with Nelson. Hesitates. Fires. Scores! The freshman Fliss with his second goal of the year, and it is 2-0 Eagles with 11:35 remaining in regulation. Len Fliss, the freshman from Germany. 5th point of the year, his second goal on a rare breakaway. And the Eagles with a 2-0 lead as we are winding things down here in regulation. Gianluca Calvosa subs in for Jefferson with under 11 minutes remaining in regulation. Harmon, the two brothers, passing right there. Harmon works it back. Senatore. Sakaja hesitates. Stop and go. Nassen clears. Fliss with the long strides. Emilson Beatrey getting set to sub in here for the first time for Jefferson. Odd that we haven't seen him at all here in this one. 4 points on the year with 2 goals. Could be an opportunity to get some firepower offensively. Bayard tracks it down. We're under 10 minutes to play in the second half. Bayard, shifty, feed towards the middle. It'll go outside of the 18-yard box. Fliss the tackle. And it goes out of play. They say last touch by Jefferson. Eagles throw in. Glade keeps it in play. Crosses one over to Detoli. Nelson coming out of the 6-yard box to snag it. And the rollout here. Pause. Still time here for Jefferson. Guzman stays on sides. Guzman tracked down by Fliss, looking to shoot. And a handball on Guzman. Stellar defense from Nassen. Superb hustle. That was next level defense there by one of the two captains here, Nassen. Beatrey subs in. Brendan Spackman getting set to check in here for the Eagles. Fliss on the turf being attended to by the medical staff. The clock is stopped with 9:04 to play in regulation. Fliss subs out. Goal kick here for Morano. We are under 9 minutes remaining in regulation. A 2-0 lead for the Eagles. Two players grappling there. Ernst for the Eagles. Sakaja for the Rams. Goes over to Matty Harmon here. The graduate student looks to send it downfield. Time for urgency here for Jefferson. Beatrey, fresh-legged. Trying to box out there with Palacios. Palacios keeps it in. Hood taps it. Hisman works it back to Stackhouse. Senatore. Harmon. Closed out by Spackman. Calvosa. Back post. Sails out of play. Total shots, Jefferson 9, post 8. Shots on goal, 4-3 Eagles. Corners, 5-1 post. Fouls, 11-10 Jefferson. And a 2-0 lead for the Eagles. They've won their last 2 CACC matchups by a final score of 2-0. Looking to make it 3 in a row here against the number 4 seed in the conference, the Jefferson Rams. The Eagles throw in far side. Palacios with the clock ticking. Stolen away by Jefferson. Silva with a nice physicality. Ernst kicks it. Deflected. Silva fires off right. 7 minutes remaining in regulation. The sun is coming down. A beautiful fall Saturday here in the middle of October. And the Eagles starting to hit their stride here in the 2024 campaign, eyeing their 6th consecutive conference title. Beat Reed looked for the give and go, has Spackman, now heads to Paz, who taps it. Hood, back to Paz. Ernst splits the defense, tosses it ahead to Bayart. Bayart leads Ernst. Ernst with a good look, looking for the angle, shooting, deflected. And off with a rebound. Couldn't put it in the back of the net. Eagles looking for the dagger. Under 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Eagles 6th corner of the match here. And looks like Glade will come and take it. Glade tapped it, Spackman. Back to Glade. Glade looks for the angle, fires off left. Paul Nedioglo subs in here for Jefferson. Matty Harmon subs out. Under 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Eagles with a 2-0 lead. Looking to stay undefeated in conference play, and they're just a few minutes away from accomplishing that. Morano comes out of the 6-yard box, catches it in the 18-yard. Hood scanning, feeding. Spackman tapping. Harmon with 3:43 to play here in regulation. Beat Reed far side of the box, crosses one. Beatree follows it. Beatree looking for a shot, shooting, and it's off left. Second corner here for Jefferson. Time is of the essence. It goes to Calvosa. He fires the tap and the save. Morano's been spectacular. Fourth save of the match here for the graduate student from Madrid. And he'll boot it downfield with under 3 minutes to play in regulation. Again, if the Eagles are able to hang on, which it looks like they will, stick around for the post-game interview. Bayard, firing. Goes over the crossbar, out of play with 2:40 to play in regulation. A 3-game road trip coming up for the Eagles. They do not return to Lemoy Field until November 2nd, where they will host Chestnut Hill. Morano fires it downfield. Next up for the Eagles, it is a match at Caldwell on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Nassen coming up on 2 minutes to play in that far corner. For Jefferson, they will play on Wednesday as well on the road. They'll be playing at Wilmington at 3:30. 'We are coming up on a minute to play.
One minute remaining in the match. Get out of the way!
35 seconds remaining in regulation. The Eagles are going to get the big-time victory here against Jefferson, their third consecutive win in conference. And they are going to advance to 6-3-3 overall, 4-0-2 in conference.
10, 9, 8.
Jefferson going to fall to 3-2-1 in conference and 7-3-2 overall.
Final score of this match here, Post University Eagles 2, Jefferson University 0. Fans, we thank you for coming out to homecoming weekend and all the games we've had these past 2 days. If you're still around tomorrow, be sure to catch women's tennis over at the Edgewood Bathroom Tennis Club, starting at 1 o'clock against St. Thomas Aquinas. And if you're around for early next week, men's golf will be hosting the Post Eagles Invitational over at the Watertown Golf Club on Monday and Tuesday. Post University would like to thank you for coming out to today's game. We'll see you again soon.
Eagles stay undefeated in conference. They defeat Jefferson in a tremendous matchup here in the CACC. They get their 5th consecutive win against Jefferson. Eagles win it 2-0. Francisco Sosa and Len Fliss each with a pair of goals here in the second half. And the Eagles walk away still undefeated in the CACC, eyeing their 6th consecutive conference title. For our fantastic athletic communication staff here at Post University, Griffin Cass saying so long from Waterbury. The post-game interview is coming up next. Sweet. Sounds good. I can hear you. All right. Post University men's soccer defeats Jefferson University 2-0 here at Lemoy Field, Griffin Castle, alongside Francisco Sosa. Francisco, you had the first goal here in this one with 37 minutes remaining in the second half. Can you just walk me through that play?
Yeah, I got the ball. I decided to dribble. That's what I like to do. And I got to see the goal, and I just kicked the first post.
And then Len Fliss, the freshman for you guys, had the second goal. Just talk about his performance here today and how he was able to take advantage of that breakaway.
I think everybody played pretty well. Hopefully Len was able to score because his family came to see him from Germany, so I'm very happy for him. And I'm happy for the team's performance. I think we played perfectly today.
Yeah, Jefferson coming into this match was 3-1-1 in conference. You guys 3-0-2, so they are right on your heels. Just how important and how satisfying is it to get this victory?
It's a very good win. It's always important to win home. It's our home, right? So we got to own it. They are a tough team to beat. We did it this year and the previous years as well. And now we go on to beat everybody else.
So again, you guys, the 5-time defending CACC champs, eyeing your 6th consecutive title. Just what makes this team special?
I think it's how we see the game, all the energy that's in the background. You guys don't see it. In the field, I think we can all see. We both defend together. We all attack together. That's all we do. We always very united, and that's how we win.
Francisco, thank you so much for taking some time after the game. The Eagles stay undefeated in conference, and they advance to 4-0-2 in CACC play. All right, sweet. Thank you for taking some time. Appreciate it. Have a good one.